So I haven't posted in a while. And basically that's for a couple of reasons. One, I was working a lot. I had a personal project that I was putting a lot of time into. And three, and this is the hard part, I had a big setback in the project. A few months ago, I hired a guy to come out and do some blasting to get the paint and the rust off of the body. The guy advertised that it was dustless blasting. He said when I talked to him that it would take just 3 or 4 hours. There would be no mess. Everything would be cleaned up. It's a totally environmental process. You know, basically they do it all the time to classic cars and there's never any damage. I hire the guy, he comes out, he puts up an easy up over the car and then he drapes plastic sheeting over all the edges. And, you know, he pulls out his big blasting gun. He's got bags and bags of medium, which is glass powder. And he's got a huge compressor and a generator on the truck and all that. And he goes in underneath the plastic sheeting and he starts going to work on it. I can't really see what he's doing because the sheeting's all down there. But the first thing I notice is dustless is BS because there's dust coming out from every crevice of the plastic sheeting, just billowing into the air. And it's going up and down the street. It's covering our garden. It's making a layer on our neighbors' parked cars on the street. So that was like the first red flag. But at that point, he'd already been going at it. I couldn't stop him at that point. It didn't make any sense. I figured, okay, hopefully the neighbors won't get too upset. Hopefully there's no damage. It's all right, I'll just let it go. But the hours go by. I keep going down there, asking how close he is. He keeps saying, oh, I'm almost there, I'm almost there. Well, 6 hours later, he comes out, tells me he's done. I go in under the sheeting to take a look at what he's done, and he didn't mask anything. I'd asked him, make sure you mask and make sure you don't hit anything that's not supposed to get stripped. He didn't mask anything. He blasted the windows in the doors. He blasted them and left them frosted, so ruined glass. And then he blasted my brakes. He blasted my suspension pieces that I had replaced. He blasted off the powder coating on brand new parts. The brakes and the wheels sounded like grinding sandpaper when you turned them because they were just filled with this medium. I was this close to just completely giving up the project after that. I was so pissed off. And so I told him what I thought. We had a huge argument. He ended up saying, fine, don't pay me. I'm packing up and leaving. So, I mean, at that point, I didn't want to see him anymore. I just was like, just go. And so he left. Our entire driveway looks like a white sand beach. The inside of the body of the car is filled with this stuff. And so the next 3 hours, my wife and I were shoveling and vacuuming this stuff, this sandy stuff up and putting it into trash cans. Even to this day, if you shake the body, there's more of it falls out of the cracks and crevices. We got it all cleaned up. Then we spent the next 3 hours with 20 cans of spray primer to just cover every surface so that it wouldn't flash rust. So now we've got a surface of rough primer on here, but it's not rusting anymore. That's the good news. And there's no more rust on the body. There's a lot of holes, a lot more holes than I expected, to be honest, but you know, that goes with the territory. That I can't blame him for. It's fine, you know, I'm gonna just have to fix it. I'm gonna have to do a lot of welding. But yeah, that was devastating. I just felt like maybe I should just give up the project. It's not even worth it. You know, I'm dedicated to it. I'm gonna do it. I've got a lot more time opening up right now. Here's the exciting news. So a friend of mine has a garage bay, a proper shop with tools, with welders, pretty much everything I'll need. Hopefully next week, I'm gonna put this onto a car carrier. I'm gonna drive it over to that garage, roll it into that bay, and that's when I'll really start to be able to do the real fixing of the body. So I'm looking forward over the next couple of months to get the body work done and create some motor mounts. I've got the motor that I'm gonna put in here, and I've got the original mounting hardware that came from the donor car, And so now I've just got to marry that hardware to the engine bay here and get it mounted and straight and in the right place. So the long and short of it is, sorry I haven't posted in a long time. Not a lot of progress has happened, but things are lined up now to really start going, and I hope to have some really cool progress to show you in the next few weeks. Thanks for tuning in.